So you have to wonder, is it possible that the Obi-Wan series finale was one of the most epic finales in Star Wars history, be it television show, animated series, or major motion picture film? We're going to dive into that within this episode. And listen, if you don't want spoilers, you're going to want to skip this one, at least for right now. Because with the cameos that showed up in this finale, is it possible that Hot Toys is about to reissue a couple of figures? As a matter of fact, when you take the whole Obi-Wan series in view, there may be a few figures that could be reissued, or perhaps 3.0's forthcoming. What about other Hot Toys from this series and from the finale specifically? Let's go ahead and dive into all of this right now. And welcome everybody to another episode of the Star Wars Cantina Show right here at 6 Scale Cantina. And in case you don't know who I am the Dark Jedi, Aries Tarrington. And I'll be serving up all the Star Wars talk, collectible talk, movie talk, all Star Wars talk. This is your one-stop shop, 6 Scale Cantina. Welcome to the channel if this is the first time that you are watching. I cannot wait to start this right now. Look, let's go ahead and discuss the Obi-Wan series finale. And for those of you that follow me on Instagram, and I do have the link to the social media, the links to the social media, our Facebook and our Instagram within the video description below. If you followed me on Instagram and Facebook, if you follow me, you would already know that I thought that this finale was one of the most epic finales in all of Star Wars. And that's saying a lot, because there's been quite a bit. I want to give Deborah Chow a huge shout out for making this such a fun ride. Qui-Gon Jinn. Are you kidding me? To see Liam Neeson back in the fray. Absolutely epic. It took my heart away. Wow. And I kind of knew it was coming. But you don't believe it sometimes until you see it, right? And how about Ian McDiarmid and Emperor Palpatine? Holy smokes. Another epic moment, speaking to Lord Vader via hologram. How appropriate. Absolutely was hoping that we would see the Emperor. Was really hoping we'd see Qui-Gon Jinn. We got them both at a finale. What a payoff. But when you talk about the promised epic battle between Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor, They really, really delivered with this finale episode. And I tell you what, I felt like a school kid getting ready to go play with my action figures because holy smokes, it was just so darn epic to see how it unfolded, to see Obi-Wan Kenobi be able to raise those rocks, be able to go ahead and stone, if you will, Lord Vader, force push Lord Vader, certainly coming around full circle. As Lord Vader said, basically, he regained his powers. That's for sure. Um, I couldn't have asked for anything more, to be quite honest with you. I thought this series was absolutely fantastic. And to also have Jimmy Smits in this finale episode again, what a great actor. I knew he was going to be in the finale as well. Of course, he was in a couple of the other shows after the first one, you know, via the hologram and so on and so forth. I tell you what, you know, this series, Deborah Chow just absolutely knocked it out of the park. If you don't follow Six Scale Cantina, you'll probably know what my score is going to be. So out of 1 out of 10, I give this series a 1 billion, baby. Come on. Look, as I said on my Instagram account yesterday, I don't watch Star Wars for a Gone with the Wind, a screenplay. I'm not looking to watch something written like The Shawshank Redemption. Are you kidding me? This is Star Wars. It's sci-fi. It's happy-go-lucky. It's kind of like an old fun time blast 'em western. Come on. I spilled my spotchka, baby. But I spilled my coffee because I saw it early in the morning. And we drink a lot of coffee here at Six Scale Cantina. And I spilled it all over the darn place, baby. Just as I do when I get epic Hot Toys figures, which I guess they all are. Or when those epic Hot Toys teases or announcements come out. The same darn thing. Are we going to get a season 2? And at the same time, let's talk about, are we going to get a season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett? The Book of Boba Fett season finale outranked ratings-wise the Mandalorian season 2 finale. And the Obi-Wan series was beaten both of them. Both the Obi-Wan series and the Book of Boba Fett series are like limited series. And that doesn't mean that it's out of the question that we couldn't get a season 2. Or a spin-off of some sorts. The Obi-Wan series could have a season 2. It could also be a Darth Vader series that also features Ewan McGregor after that. It doesn't have to be called the Obi-Wan series. But I think at the end of the day, you're more than likely probably going to get either a spin-off or a season 2 of this in some way, shape, or form. It just did too well in the ratings. It was too highly regarded. And they're going to do it again. The same thing with the Book of Boba Fett. Whether they call it Book of Boba Fett Season 2 or they call it something different, it's going to happen. Really, with the Book of Boba Fett, it was The Mandalorian Season 2.5. Let's just be real. But when it comes to Hot Toys, And when it comes to what we could get now from this Obi-Wan series, I want to bring up a couple of things. Putting this up onto the screen. If you thought that this figure within the secondary market from Hot Toys for Star Wars was starting to heat up during the Obi-Wan series, you better buckle up, baby. Because this Qui-Gon Jinn right now is absolutely skyrocketing right after the finale aired just the other day. It is absolutely going through the roof. And I was warning collectors and fans that collect Hot Toys to keep an eye on this, because absolutely no doubt that even if he didn't make an appearance within this series, just the fact that Obi-Wan was in here, just the fact that Anakin was in here, just the fact that his name was mentioned several times was going to go ahead and elevate this figure within the secondary market in and of itself. But the fact now that Liam Neeson returned, and the fact now that he returned in a real big way, this figure is about to crash the $400 tier range and probably skyrocket into the $500 tier range over the next several months. It is absolutely insane. You certainly want to go ahead and tune in to the next market chart show, where I will be talking about this Qui-Gon Jinn. Because without question, he is right now, according to 6scalecantina.com, skyrocketing like mad. Like crazy. And I'll go to 6scalecantina.com here. And if you don't have this website bookmarked, you just may want to consider doing so. It has all the latest information, not only on the channel here, 6 Scale Cantina. So if you didn't watch the latest live episode, the market chart show just back from 6/21, you may want to consider watching this baby. We did it on 6/21 on Tuesday. My special guest, Fabio, it was Aries and Fabio on the market show. Fabio from Fab's Figures. Great guy, great channel, biggest collection I've ever seen in 6 scale. And we talked about this Cad Bane. We talked about this Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett. We discussed what other Book of Boba Fett figures were coming. We discussed how the Hot Toys wizard was right in predicting Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett, where many thought that wasn't going to happen. And where some were having some doubts, the Hot Toys wizard gave you, relieved your fears by telling you Cad Bane was coming no matter how long it took. And voila, not only did you get Cad Bane, but you got 2 in a row. You do want to check out this episode because Chrysanthemum's coming. So is the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, Paz Vizsla. So is a shinier helmet of the Armorer. They're coming. Probably a Luke with Grogu on his back. You don't want to miss this episode. Forget about the other figures we talked about. Anyway, not to digress. Biggest movers section. You can see that Qui-Gon Jinn is on this section. And is it possible that by the time I do the market chart show, the next episode here in a day or 2 or 3, that it's going to be the #1 trender? I could tell you right now that Qui-Gon is absolutely going insane. I could pull this up onto the screen. This happening when this show aired, within hours. $383 back from June 22nd, as you could see on the screen. Wow. $383, not including taxes. Absolutely unbelievable when it comes to Qui-Gon Jinn. Let me go ahead and pull up some more for you. Qui-Gon Jinn, $465, just sold for $421.79, even before the series finale of Obi-Wan. Really, when it first started, after the first couple of episodes that they mentioned his name, Qui-Gon Jinn, you're going to want to keep an eye on him for sure. Now, going back to 6scalecantina.com, a figure that's not on the biggest movers section, but is about to jump on the biggest movers section in a big, big, big way, is Emperor Palpatine. A pretty formidable Dark Lord of the Sith. And when you look at this particular figure, it already was high within the secondary market, whether it's this deluxe version you're looking at here or the version that just comes without the throne chair. But you have to wonder, is it possible that this figure now is about to go to plaid? And I say yes. And if you don't know what I mean by going to plaid, you may want to check out Spaceballs, baby. But let me tell you something. When it comes to the Emperor right here, and when it comes to Qui-Gon Jinn, also now that you're seeing on your screen again, with these particular figures, hold on to your heads, hold on to your hats, because the secondary market is about to explode with these figures for sure. Take a drink here. Happy to serve you up. Let me know what table you're sitting at 6 Scale Cantina. If you ever tune into any of my live shows, you know that I serve up all the Star Wars talk and every table, baby. So if you've never seen one of my live shows, you may want to check one out. It is absolutely epic, and what a fun time we all have hanging out for sure. Now, I'm not 100% convinced that we're going to get immediately a reissue of this particular figure, because it's just starting to skyrocket now. We'll have to keep an eye on it. But I think if you want a Qui-Gon Jinn, at least in the short term, over the next couple of years, I think that this is what you have, is what's in the secondary market. Now, I've warned about this for months, and especially really, really hard the last couple of months before the Obi-Wan series. And I told you I heard from the Hot Toys Wizard. And if you don't know who the Hot Toys Wizard is, the Hot Toys Wizard is my insider, my magical insider, that has never been wrong on any prediction on Hot Toys, be it Star Wars or Marvel or anything Hot Toys. I've been wrong, Dark Jedi Aries Darrington, but never the Hot Toys Wizard. Never. Not once. But the Hot Toys Wizard said that Liam Neeson would be in this series. And sure enough, he was. And the Hot Toys Wizard said that the Emperor would be in this series. And sure enough, he was. Now, Is this an opportunity to do a reissue for the Emperor? I think you're going to get one anyway. Next year for sure, with the 40th anniversary of The Return of the Jedi. So I think this particular version, you're going to get something like this again. But as far as something from Revenge of the Sith, those of you that sit at table 66 and drink not only spotchka and coffee, but a lot of proper 66, during the live shows, you know that that Emperor from Revenge of the Sith, it's coming, baby. And it could be coming well before the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. They don't have to wait till then. They could reissue figures for the 20 for any anniversary, as they did with Empire Strikes Back, with Boba Fett Deluxe, and with Darth Vader. Remember that. As they're going to do with the 20th anniversary packaging for Attack of the Clones with Count Dooku and Yoda. You can put that in the bag, baby. But one that they're most certainly going to go ahead and put a 2.0 out of is this one right here. Dark Side Anakin. Which, if you follow my channel, you would know that this particular figure right now is absolutely going through the roof in the secondary market for Star Wars Hot Toys. And we have seen Dark Side Anakin, aka Darth Vader, in this series already several times. And even though perhaps the time with the third sister, we didn't see him with the glowing eyes, it doesn't matter, because that was still Darth Vader. A lot of people don't understand why this figure skyrocketed the way it did, because it's essentially the same darn figure as the Anakin from Revenge of the Sith, only with this, yellow eyes, right? Wrong. It's the concept behind it. Because this is, my friends, Darth Vader. It is Darth Vader before he put on the suit. Remember, before he put on the suit, the Emperor dubbed Anakin and said, "Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader." There you go, baby. That dude that went in and slaughtered younglings within the Jedi Temple on Coruscant was not Anakin Skywalker, but was Darth Vader, and that is the magic behind this release for Hot Toys. And you could bet your bottom dollar that they are going to, in some way, shape, or form, get you a Dark Side Anakin / Darth Vader without the suit with this likeness right here from this series, and probably go ahead and tag on a reissue of this and maybe a head sculpt without glowing eyes, and actually say, as also seen within the Obi-Wan series on Disney Plus, which they have done a couple of times already, with a couple of releases from the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, with both troopers from that. They have done that already, referencing Revenge of the Sith, referencing the Clone Wars animated series. They also just did it with the Cad Bane. They did it with the Cad Bane, with that little droid that the figure comes with. With the droid, not in the Book of Boba Fett, but also seen in the Clone Wars animated series. So you have to wonder, is it possible that they could go ahead and in one way or the other reissue this, give you an additional head sculpt without the glowing eyes and say, as also seen in the Obi-Wan series, or vice versa? And I say, yes. What have I been telling you about for many, many months and since I started this channel? You're going to start seeing more uses of molds that have already been created, such as this one, over and over again, with great paint jobs, some subtle differences, and lower production numbers on many of them. Because all you've got to do is run the mileage on that mold up until you can't run it no more to be able to get the maximum money out of the R&D that you invested within that particular mold. So, watch for Qui-Gon within the secondary market to absolutely take a jump, and a huge jump, and a jump that we're noticing already. Take a look here for the Emperor to rise also, and keep a very close eye on this Darth Vader dark side Anakin, because as this figure fastly approaches the $800 tier range, and perhaps even the $900 tier range, Hot Toys is certainly going to cash in as well on that for sure. It's absolutely crazy when you think about it. Again, both the dark side Anakin and the Qui-Gon Jinn are in the biggest movers section, the Emperor soon to follow. You're going to want to make sure that you tune in to the next episode of the Market Chart Show, where we discuss so many things going on within the secondary market right now. I've got tons and tons of data, tons of information on Tarkin and Darth Vader 2-pack, on the Han Solo and Chewbacca 2-pack from A New Hope. Is it possible that Hot Toys has made history again in the secondary market? And I say yes, but I'm not going to tell you what that is in this episode. You're going to have to tune in to the next episode to find out. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want my thoughts on this epic, outstanding Cad Bane, so I guess you already got my thoughts with a couple of phrases there, you may want to check out my last episode here. Oh, baby! More coming, as I mentioned in the beginning, with Aries and Fabio. You can go right to sixscalecantina.com and click on it. It'll take you right to the show. And my last pre-recorded show, which was 30 minutes, right below there you see on the screen, it says choose the red pill and get shelter from the storm. And listen, that's an epic show. I highly recommend watching it. It's going to set you free. There is no storm. If you think there's a storm, it's only a storm in your mind. Absolutely must-see TV. You want to check that out. And then if you want further expanded thoughts or heightened analysis, you can see this little pink banner on the right side here at sixscalecantina.com. You could scroll down and see all kinds of little little batters of shows, a small sampling of shows that I have if you want to join the channel, including Storm Talk is Real FOMA, an insider exclusive, as you see here on the screen. Pleather cracking and climate control tips from me? You betcha, baby. I actually go ahead and do a whole pleather cracking treatment on my Darth Vader, my 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader, and also my A New Hope Han Solo. Look at that Boba Fett 2-pack unboxing. You absolutely don't want to miss that. If you're an insider or want to join the channel, make sure you check out that crazy unboxings that I do. Look at Grogu hanging out there with the NWO brother. What's that all about? Yeah, I'm hanging out with Felicity Jones. That's another crazy unboxing. If you want a sampling of my unboxing, go to sixscalecantina.com as well. You see that quarter scale Grogu on the left side of your screen. I put that one up non-members, so you could just check it out. You'll love my split screen view. You'll love the way my reaction is on these. But if you're looking for a professional unboxing, I suggest staying far away. It's more about my expression and feeling like a kid when I open these up. Again, make sure you bookmark sixscalecantina.com. And if you want to join the channel and become a Cantina Insider, just click on that little join button. See everything that it comes with in the channel. If you think you might benefit from it, you may want to consider joining. So listen, baby. That's all I got for this episode. A little short, pre-recorded, old school episode here of the market chart of the not the market chart show that's coming, but the Star Wars Cantina show, where we talk about Star Wars hot toys, but we also talk about Star Wars on Disney Plus. We talk about Star Wars movies. We talk about Star Wars pencils, Star Wars Twinkies and donuts, Star Wars, all Star Wars. Final thoughts on the Obi-Wan series. 1 billion out of 1 out of 10. Finale absolutely historic. One of the best finales in anything ever from Star Wars. You got Qui-Gon Jinn. You got Emperor Palpatine. You got Bail Organa. What the heck else do you want, baby? You got Darth Vader. You're going to get not only the regular Darth Vader that Hot Toys teased, Hot Toys wise, with a Hayden Christensen head sculpt, but you're going to get the battle damaged Darth Vader as well. So you're probably going to get 2 Darth Vaders just from this series. You're going to get an Obi-Wan from this series, or probably a battle-damaged Obi-Wan from this series. So you'll probably get 2 Obi-Wan figures as well. You most certainly are going to get the Grand Inquisitor. You're going to get the Third Sister. You're going to get the other Inquisitor there. My goodness gracious. It's absolutely, you're probably, who knows what else that you could get. Do I think you're going to get a Bail Organa? I really, really do. Do I think you're going to get a young Princess Leia? I really, really do. Do I think you're going to get that young Lola droid? I really, really do. Do I think you're going to get OT Stormtroopers? You most certainly are going to. There's going to be so much. Tune in to one of my next shows where I'm going to be breaking down all the figures that we could possibly be getting from the Obi-Wan series. So, as a matter of fact, I'll do that with Fabio on our next show. You can see Aries and Fabio every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, live. We had a special episode, just bringing this back up on the screen right here, as you can see at sixscalecantina.com. Oh, baby. Market show with Aries and Fabio. We discussed all the figures that are coming out for the Book of Boba Fett after we just got Cad Bane and Boba Fett 1/6 scale from the Book of Boba Fett. We'll do the same thing for this Obi-Wan series. So catch me live this coming Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I will be live with Fabio. I'll also be live this weekend. I'll probably be live on Sunday. I may be live on Friday. I may be live for Insiders on Sunday. As a matter of fact, I will be live for Insiders on Sunday. Will I be live here? Probably. Will I be live Friday? Most likely. Subscribe to the channel. Remember, I don't always buy coffee out, but when I do, I buy from 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Question.